Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Up and Moving. My name is Jenna. I'm a graduate student at Michigan Tech in our kinesiology and integrative physiology department. Today we have a little workout for you. You don't need a lot. As always, if you've been here before, I just have some cans over here to use as weights. If you have little dumbbells, you can grab those, water bottles, anything that you have around the house. I also have a chair. Not only for stability today, there's one where you might want it to sit back on, but not necessary. And then lastly, a little bit of space. We have a little bit of core work to do at the end. So we'll get started with a warm up. I have a couple sets of exercises and then we'll do some core and a cool down. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're just gonna start with some quarter squats. So a quarter squat, you're just going down this far, not even to 90 degrees. Just a nice little bend, sit that butt back. As you're getting warmed up, maybe you do want to get a little bit deeper in that squat. Maybe you'll go closer to 90. Maybe you'll get all the way down. Just a couple of those. All right, good. You can shake those legs out now that they're waking up. All right, next we're just gonna do some knee pulls. So lifting one leg, grab by your knee, pull it up to your chest. So from the side, give it a little pull, back down, switch legs, nice little pull. If you need to use the wall for some stability, you can do that. Just grab with one arm and pull. All right, and one more each leg. All right, my chair a little bit. Next, we're just gonna do some lateral walking. So just sit your butt down a little bit, little bend in the knee, and we're just gonna do short little choppy steps. Nothing huge. Away, close together. However much space you have, you can go across your room. You can only go 2 or 3 steps, that's okay. Few more seconds. All right, good. Now let's get those arms moving a little bit more. So we'll start with our right arm, and you're just gonna do some nice, big arm circles. Slow, big movements with that arm. Let's do 3 going forward. Once you've done 3 going forward, same arm, and we're going backward. Really wake those shoulders up. Once you've done 3 with that arm, you can go to the other arm right away. And again, 3 big, slow arm circles. Really reach back, reach up, reach forward and down. Once you've done 3 forward, again, we're going backward. Take your time, finish those up, shake out your arms a little bit. Have one more little piece of our warm up and then we'll get started. All right, so last one, we're just gonna do a standing air push-up. So pretend you're on the ground, except we're just moving our arms. Okay, so a nice push forward, pull those elbows straight back, keeping those arms at shoulder width, arms out, and then when you pull back, really pinch those shoulder blades together. Let's do 2 more. All right, good stuff, everyone. All right, so for this first set of exercises, there are 3 different exercises. We'll go through them twice. Let's see what we got first. All right, so this first one, you might actually want a chair. You don't need it, you can do it without it. I'll show you both ways. So it is gonna be a single leg squat, and I don't mean a pistol squat. You don't need to go all the way to the ground. So if you're doing without a chair, standing nice and upright, on one leg, reach, show you from the side first, reach this one leg out, squat, touch that heel, and back up. You don't need to reach your foot way out here. If you need to keep it close and you can only squat this far, that's okay. If that's too easy, reach a little bit, sit down, and up. So if you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge, depending on how tall your chair is, you can use any part of your chair. I'll have it behind me, so then I can be here, lift this leg, touch my butt, and back up. Okay, I'm using the back of the chair. You can use the seat of the chair. You can use the arm of the chair. You can use whatever you want. So kind of choose which one you want. I'm gonna do it without a chair for this first set. Hands on my hips just to help me balance. You can put them out in front of you if you need to. And again, reaching that leg out, sit down, touch that heel, and explode back up. Let's try to do 5 to 6 on each leg. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Really try to make sure that knee is nice and stable. If it's too wobbly, grab onto the wall, grab onto a chair, help it keep you stable. Really make sure that knee isn't wobbling. Once you've done the first leg, you can switch. You might find that one leg can reach out a little bit farther than the other one. That's okay. Our legs are not perfectly symmetrical. And nice job. When you're done, wait for everyone to catch up here. We'll give them a few seconds. You can grab water. And I'm sure you could have guessed it based on the warm-up, but I am gonna make you get down in a push-up position. I apologize. All right, so if you are comfortable doing push-ups, you can do those. We have a little bit of a different type of push-up today. So you're gonna start in a push-up position, and instead of just going straight down and doing a push-up, we're gonna lower for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get to the 5 seconds, you just get up and reset. You don't need to push yourself up from down there. So we're gonna do 3 of those. We can do them all together. I'll give you a few seconds to find a spot on the ground. And again, counting down 5 seconds, we'll reset, and we'll do that 3 times. So get in our push-up position, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then you're up and reset and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Up in your push-up position and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, everyone. Shake that out. And then we're back up on our feet for another lower body exercise. Okay, this next one, as always, you can do it weighted or unweighted. I'm gonna show you unweighted. You can certainly grab little dumbbells like that. So we're gonna do a deadlift, and you can have your hands on your hips, you can have them out in front of you, whatever you like. And you're here, slight bend in the knee, and we're just hinging at our hips. Stick that butt out, and you should feel a nice pull in your hamstring. So from the side, we're here, tiny bend in the hips, sitting that butt back and just hinging. So just the top half of our body is hinging. Okay? If that's too easy or you're just looking for a challenge today, you can do these single leg as well. So if you're doing it single leg, you're up on one foot and we're hinging. Push that leg back behind you. Reach those arms for balance and back up. So again, single leg from the front. Keep this leg planted, tiny bend in the knee. We're reaching. Get this back leg up. With this back leg, you don't want to turn your hips. Keep those hips nice and forward. So if you're doing them on both legs, let's try to do 10. If you're doing single leg, 5 each leg. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. You should feel the pull in your hamstrings. Nice and slow, really try to get a stretch. Hopefully by the 4th, 5th, 6th one, you're getting a little bit deeper stretch once your muscles are warmed up a little bit more. Focus on keeping that back and that upper body in a nice straight line. Don't arch your back. Nice work, keep it up. If you're done, we are gonna go back to the beginning now. So it'll be the single leg squats. If you need to grab any equipment, put any equipment down, you can do that. We'll wait a few seconds and then we'll get started. Again, with the single leg squat, we're here. Reach that foot out however far is comfortable for you. So if you can only sit down a little bit, keep this foot a little bit closer. Just bending, touch the heel and up. If that's too easy, reach that leg way out here, bend, get low, and push back up. I'm gonna use the chair this time. So I'm here, I'm gonna be on one leg, sit my butt back till I touch it, and then back up. This just kind of keeps me personally from touching my foot and pushing off and helping myself back up. So now I don't need to touch my foot. I know when I've gone far enough and back up. All right, whenever you're ready, let's try to do 5 to 6 on each leg. When you're done with the first leg, you can switch on your own. Good, really focus on that knee control, keep it nice and stable. And I'm sure you all remember what's next. It's those push-ups, the lower push-ups. So you can find your nice comfy spot on the ground. And we'll wait about 10 to 15 seconds and we'll get started. If you found that the 5 seconds is too hard and you're just falling at the end, maybe just try to go to 3 seconds. So don't go 1, 2, 3, and then fall. Just nice and slow, 1, 2, 3, meet the ground at 3. If it was too easy, you can try to do 10 seconds. That's up to you. I will not be joining you on that one. All right, so again, we're in a push-up position. We're doing 3 of these and I will count the 5 seconds. And we're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And reset. And we're up. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one for this set, last one for today. And we're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job, everyone. We did it. We survived. All right. I'll let you adjust, get back to where you need to be. And we're back to those deadlifts. So if you want to grab weights, I'll grab weights this time. Some people like to use weights, but even if you have even weights on each side, kind of helps keep you going in line so you're not leaning one way or the other. All right, so whenever you're ready, again, we're here and we're just hinging at the hip, keeping that back nice and straight. So we're here, push that butt back, let a nice reach here with these weights, and you'll feel a good pull behind your leg and your hamstrings. So if you're doing it on both legs, we're trying to do 10. If you're doing single leg, 5 each leg. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead. If you decided to grab weight, make sure as you're going down, keep the weight nice and close to your leg, nice and close to your shins, not way out here, nice and close. You'll get a nice stretch in those hamstrings. This is the last exercise of this first set. After this, we'll have 3 new exercises. I'll give you a little bit of break in between if you want to grab water. All right. Looks like most of us are finished up with that. We'll give you a few more seconds. This first one, you might want some little weights, nothing too big. I'm going to use these cans right here. So if you have I would say definitely 5 pounds or less for this you want to use. All right. Looks like we're all back. So this first one, you're actually going to start with, we'll start with them out to the side. So you start with your arms 180 degrees, not way down here, not way up here. Nice and even with your shoulders. You're going to go up, and then we're going to count 5 seconds back down to 180 degrees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop here and back up. And then down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back up. We'll do 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you can let those arms down. Move your shoulders a little bit. Maybe next time you don't want weight or you want a smaller weight if that was too much, but should have felt a nice burn in those shoulders. Maybe up here in your traps a little bit. Okay, Back to a lower body exercise. This one we've done before, but it's a little bit different variation. If you aren't able to do it, that is totally fine. I will show you first, and then you can decide which one you want to do. So traditionally, we would do calf raises. So you're on both feet, and we're up on our toes and back down, nice and controlled. That's which one we would normally do. Today, if your knees are willing to let you, you have a nice bend in the knee, up on the toes, keep that bend in the knee, and back down. You don't need to be sitting way down here, just a nice bend in the knee and a calf raise. If you have knees that hurt when you do that, please just stick to the regular calf raises. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to try these bent knee ones out. Let's shoot for 10 to 15, no matter which variation you're doing. So again, slight bend in the knee, up on those toes, and back down. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward, you'll fall. Back down, good. 10 to 15, whichever one you're choosing. If you need to be near a wall to help keep you balanced and you still want to try this variation, that's okay. Almost there. Once you get to 10, your body will tell you if you're able to do more. Good job, everyone. Looks like some of us are trying with the calf raises with the knee bend. Love it. If you aren't able to, I understand. Okay, that concludes that last lower exercise. We have an upper body one. I'm gonna grab my cans again. You don't need them for this one if you don't want. You can decide after I show you, or if you're feeling it, you can just grab them. So we're gonna do some tricep extensions. So you actually start, arms out, up, and start back here. So everyone saw how I had that. Arms up, you can bend them straight back. And then you're gonna lift, get those arms nice and straight, and then back down. So your elbows should kind of stay up by your ears the whole time, because these weights are going behind you. Okay, looks like we all have it. Let's try to do 8 to 10 of those. So if you don't want weight, if you tried a couple with weight and you don't want them, feel free to set them down. Whenever you're ready, 8 to 10. So arms up, so those weights can drop behind you. And then we're just lifting our arms straight up. They don't need to come in front of your body at all. Once you've done your 8 to 10, set those weights down for a few seconds. Remember, we have to go back to those lateral raises and lowers, so you might want to shake out your arms, move them around a little bit. You can decide if you want to keep the same weight, get a different weight, set the weights down completely, and we'll get started here in a few seconds. I'm going to do this set unweighted, so just my arms are going up and coming back down. You can decide which one you want to do. If you did it last time, don't have to do the same thing again. Listen to your body. All right, and again, start with those arms out at 180 degrees. And we're going up and then down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't remember if that was 7 or 8, so we're doing one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Either we did it all or we did one extra. Either way, we did it. Nice job. Shake it out. Then we're back to those calf raises. So I didn't do any weight with those. I was fine just with the knee bend variation. If you want to grab weight, you're always more than welcome to. Again, if that was too hard on your knees, please don't do it. Don't push yourself. You can do them just standing upright. But whichever one you're choosing, get into your position. And again, 10 to 15. Ready, set, go. Nice job. If you get halfway through this and decide it's too much, you can stand up and just do regular calf raises. That's okay. Nice job, everyone. Okay, so I gave myself a little bit of break on the lateral raises, so I'm gonna grab the weights for this one. Again, we're doing the tricep extensions. So weights up back here, and we're just gonna lift them straight up and back down. So really trying to keep those elbows to shoulders in the same kind of area. Once you're ready, you can go ahead, 8 to 10 of these. If you're using weights, try to make sure you're moving at the same pace. Don't let one arm fall behind. If you need to set your weights down, that's okay. And once you've done 8 to 10 of these, you can officially set your weights down for today. We just have a little bit of core work and then a cool down. I'm just gonna adjust my camera. You will want a spot on the ground for this last part here. Okay, so this first one, you can actually start sitting with your legs just out in front of you. All right, I'll give you a few more seconds, let everyone get to their spot. I'll show you this one first, and then you can decide there is a little variation if you're willing to try it. So you're sitting up, you're gonna lay back, and then you're gonna come up, reach for your toes. You do not have to touch your toes. As you can see, that makes me have to bend my knees. We're just reaching, back down, up, and reach. So it's like a sit-up, except your legs are just out in front of you. As a little variation, if you want to do it, you lay down, come up, reach to one foot on the first time, opposite arm, opposite leg, and you're just continuously switching. So you choose which one you want to do. We'll go for about 30 seconds. So whenever you're ready, get ready, choose your variation, and 3, 2, 1, go. And time. Woo. Good job, everyone. All right, that was our first one. We have one more, and then we'll go through them again, and we'll do a little cool down. So this next one, you can do lying down as well. So you're on your back, up a little bit. On your back, legs straight out. So I'm sure you've all done this. Hold your feet a couple inches above the ground. That's good and all. Today, if you're looking for a challenge, so you start, feet up, and then you're gonna put your arms up too. Keep those above the ground. If you can't do that with your arms out, keep them under your butt. It'll help you a little bit. So give you a few seconds. You can try it out, see if you're able to sustain this one. We'll do it for 30 seconds. I'm gonna save that one for the grand finale. I'm gonna do this first one, hands under my butt. We'll go for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. If you need to drop your feet for a few seconds, just jump back in when you're ready. In 3, 2, 1. Good job, everyone. I hope some of you try that variation. If not, you can try it with me at the end. It does make it a little bit more difficult, but nothing too hard. All right. We are back to the sit and reach. So again, just start from a sitting position. If you need to bend your knees a tiny bit, that's okay. And we'll start in about 10 seconds. Again, either you're just laying back and sitting up, or you're laying back, reaching opposite arm, opposite leg, and changing directions each time. So let's get started. 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Good job. We just have one more of those core exercises, and then we'll do a little cool down, a little stretching. We can get on with our weekend. All right, so again, this one, we're laying flat on our back, legs out, lift those feet off the ground, and then your arms can either stay under your butt or they can go behind you off the ground. For this one, as you saw, might help you if you start with your hands underneath just to get yourself situated, and then you can lift those arms. So you choose your variation. I told you I was gonna use or lift my arms up above the ground. I'm gonna try to keep that promise. And 30 seconds starts in 3, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1. Woo! We did it. Nice job. Hopefully you tried that one with me. I wasn't alone. All right, I'll give you a few seconds, catch your breath, grab some water. We'll get some stretching going. If you missed out last Saturday, we did a virtual 5K, which was really fun. We teamed up with the graduate student government and put on this event. If you missed out and you want to watch it, want to join it, we did a whole bunch of different exercises over the span of an hour, and it is on our website at upmoving.org. You can also find it on YouTube, but it was a lot of fun. We had quite a few participants, checked in on everyone, see how they're doing on their 5K. All right, so the first stretch we're gonna do, you can actually lay back down. So you're here, take this leg, cross it over, so it looks like this. Cross this leg over, lift, and you can reach behind this leg or in front of the shin and get a nice stretch. So your stretch will be back here. We'll just hold this for about 20 seconds. And then we're gonna get a hamstring stretch out of this too, if you can believe it. So again, if you need to push this knee forward a little bit, if you're not feeling a stretch here, just a little tiny push. Most of you will feel it without. All right, and then from here, this leg, we're gonna straighten it, point those toes back at your face as much as you can. And this one, you should feel a nice stretch behind this leg. And if it's too hard to point or pull your toes back, you can just leave them relaxed. And good, you can put those legs down. We'll switch legs. So opposite one is crossing over, ankle bone is resting right above your knee. Lift this leg, grab on and give it a little tug. All right, and then we're gonna lift this leg to the sky. Try to get it straight. As you can see, I can't do that. You don't have to. As straight as you can, pull those toes back towards your face. Give you a little different stretch. And good. Put those legs down and we can sit up. All right, last little stretch and then you're free to stretch on your own. So we'll start with this arm. Arm comes up, reaches back between your shoulder blades like this. Other arm comes up, grab that elbow, and give it a little pull. So again, arm up, back between the shoulder blades, grab with this arm, give it a little pull, you'll get a nice stretch in here. After we are done here with this stretching, we will stop the recording. So if you're on with Zoom, you can hang out and chat for a minute. If you have any questions, you can do that. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. We can switch arms. Our next workout, or next live workout, I should say, is Monday. So Sunday we get the day off. Monday, live on Zoom or Facebook Live at 5:30 p.m. with Isaac. And after that is Tuesday at 6 p.m. A little HIIT session with Jamie, crowd favorite. It's always a tough workout, but everyone seems to enjoy it. All right, you can release that stretch. You know your own body, whatever you're feeling, feel free to stretch more on your own. Otherwise, thank you for being here and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right.